Hello everyone, and welcome to episode number 3 of Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. Now, I know it's been a long time since I've posted one of these, and that's technology errors, OBS refusing to work, getting a new computer, needing it to get all reset up, but I'm back now, and hopefully it'll be smooth sailing from this point on. Now that I've said that, I know it won't be, but yeah, fingers crossed. So, if you don't remember what's going on, which I barely do either, there's a dark djinn named Shadar who goes around and steals people's hearts, I think, or parts of people's hearts. And it's basically the Dementor's Kiss from Harry Potter. It makes it so that they don't know if they're alive or dead. They don't know if they have no emotion now, and they're just depressed all the time. So we're trying, it sounds like, to stop him and restore everyone. Right now we're in a parallel dimension to the Earth, I guess you could say. And right now we've been told to go to Ding Dong Dell, which is that city, right over there, and try to find a new wand, I believe it was. So, I have recorded all of this before, but the software that I used decided not to record the desktop audio. So this is all this isn't new to me, but I'm gonna do this again for the second try so that you guys can see what's going on, so I don't have to explain it horribly. Let's go. Oh, Knickers, there's something I forgot to tell you. What's that, Mr. Drippy? Here in my world, you can use the arrow keys to change your viewpoint. Having any trouble with the controls, go to settings, okay. You can switch variation on and off as well. Okay. So, I'm also just gonna start skipping the controls. I'm reading the controls, I'm just not going to read them out loud. Okay, let's go into Ding Dong Dell.
Looks to me like a classic case of broken-heartedness.
Broken-heartedness? You mean that thing you were talking about before?
That's right. The broken-hearted are people who've had part of their hearts stolen. Poor souls just aren't themselves. Go all weird and useless, they do.
So his heart was broken by...
Keep up, will you? Shadar, innit? If anyone tries to stand up to him or does anything he doesn't like, he breaks their hearts into pieces so they can't put up a fight.
Jeepers. But if he stays that way, we can't get into Ding Dong Dell.
Then you'd better cure him, ain't it, Ollie boy? It's time to mend your first broken heart. Mend it? But how do I do that? Well, you can't do it just yet. There's a couple things you'll be needing first. But I know an old man who's got just what we need. Proper useful, I am, eh? An old man? What old man? What do you mean, what old man? The old man, ain't it? Lives in the wood north of here. Proper deeply dark, is it? Holy cow. Yeah, just try reading that sentence out loud. I know that I'm, terribly bad at it, but that's hard. That's why they call it the deep dark wood. Makes sense, I guess. Okay, go to the deep dark wood and meet the old man. So, let's see. So, on the mini-map, you can see that star. That's where the Deep Dark Wood is. That's where it brings me for my next quest. Okay, I should probably do some of these fights. I know eventually level does become very important.
We can do this!
Oh, just got a combo or critical hits or something like that. That's cool. Okay, leveling up. Before this video started, I did get a battle that just randomly came. So I did level up, level 2. So that's where that level came from. So I'm just gonna skip this one. No, I shouldn't. Okay, never mind.
Come on!
Okay. Right into another battle.
Gah! Gah!
Get him. Dead. Haha. Okay. And continuing. Continuing like that never happened. Okay. This game is beautiful. Like, the more I look at it, the more I love it. So I just recently got a new computer. My old computer was hardly able to run it. And I am really glad I got this new one. Like, you guys won't know as much of a difference, but I definitely do. Like, it's faster loading, it's smoother for me. And it's an amazing game with this, especially. See, where is that guy? There he is. Oh yeah, that's it for him. Wait, do I not?
Let's go!
Oh, okay, yes, I do.
Gah! Yeah! Huh?
Yeah. I really like the fighting mechanic in this game. I also feel like, I know that eventually you get these familiars that are able to fight alongside you, like, kind of like Pokemon, I guess you could say, but not really. And I think that would be awesome, getting to, like, use different creatures to fight alongside me. But now... Okay, these battles are getting very repetitive. So please let me know. If you want to see these battles, I'll happily do them on video. If not, I'll cut them out. It really doesn't matter to me, so whichever you guys want to see, I'll do. Okay, I just saw the Deep Dark Woods, so I think this should be the last battle. Cool. Get some health. Perfect. There we go. Haha. Okay. Ooh, I got some spring water. That's cool. Let's see. Yep, right there is the Deep Dark. Okay, Deep Dark Wood. Let's go. The Deep Dark Wood, Forest of Fairy Tales. Look at that, it's a waystone. There's useful. A waystone? Yeah, man. They're ancient stones, see? You can use them to store a record of your adventures so far. In wild places like forests and so on, you can't just plunk yourself in the nearest rock and write your story down. But why not? Why not, he says. Give me strength, Mum. Because they're crawling with horrible beasties, ain't it? They are? That sounds kinda scary. You'll get used to it, man. Just remember, you can't go recording your progress any old where. He's explaining how a waystone works. It's just like a waypoint. Just like set your spawn if you die, save it, etc. Okay, we're good. I'm just gonna use the waystone. Your HP and MP are fully restored. Save your progress. Yes. Save. Save completed. Okay. So now it looks like right now Drippy is the star on my map that I have to follow. So looking for an old man, I guess you could say. Having this already be recorded, I know what's coming.
Mr. Drippy!
I'm gonna go quiet for this.
Drippers.
Ollie boy, meet old Father Oak. How do, you a leafiness?
Oh, Drippy, it's you. And to what do I owe the pleasure?
Well, I got a visitor by here from another world, see? And what it is I was wondering if you might lend us a bit of a hand, like.
Oh, I should have known. You only ever come to see me when you are in need.
Sorry, you tall ship. You know I'm always very grateful.
This boy.
Ah, spotted it. Did you bark ship?
Well. The pure-hearted one. He who will drive out the darkness. And Drippy, you mean to...
That's right, your ancient ship. We're off to give Shadar a right royal hiding.
You? Why? As reckless as ever, I see. Very well. You shall have my aid. But first, we had better give the boy a familiar, had we not?
Oh, yeah! Clean forgot I did. He's right, Ollie boy. It might be a bit early, but I suppose we better teach you how to conjure up familiars, innit?
Familiars?
Yeah, familiars. Here in our world, you can magic up little fighting creatures from your heart, see? They're called familiars. Where we're going, the beasties are only going to get bigger and meaner. So, you're going to need a helping hand, or claw, or beak, or tentacle.
Can I really do it?
Well, there's only one way to find out. You want to help your mum, don't you?
Sure I do.
Well then, grab your wizard's companion and turn to the page marked Form Familiar.
But Mr. Drippy, there's no spell named Form Familiar here. You what? The boy's correct. Look at his wizard companion. It would seem he's missing more than a few of its pages. Really? Knickers. Does that mean I can't cast a spell? I'm not as powerless as all that, young man. Oliver, was it? Let me see now. Form Familiar. Oh, yes. A gift from me to you, young Oliver. And a page conveniently drips down from somewhere above. Okay, a Form Familiar spell. Okay, I've got the page. Thank you very much, old Father Oak. But simply possessing the... Oh, this is old Father Oak talking. But simply possessing the page for a particular spell is no guarantee you'll be able to make use of it. Some spells are simply not meant for certain wizards, such as life. Don't worry about that for now, man. Just give the Form Familiar a go, will you? Sure thing, Mr. Drippy. Okay. Form Familiar.
What's this?
That's tidy work, Ollie boy. Look at that. A warrior from your very own heart. A familiar.
This is a familiar?
That's right. The fighting spirit inside you made flesh. A soldier of your soul.
And he can really help me fight? That was a mean trick.
And the stronger you get, the harder he's gonna hit as well.
Wow.
So this is a familiar, huh? And he'll be coming with us? Indeed he will, Ollie boy. The more the merrier, ain't it? There, you won't... here. You'd better give this little fellow a name, eh? Oh. Oh, what do I name it? Okay. I name it... George, because why not? Are you sure we want to call the mite George? Yes, I do. Oliver, we cannot let you set off in the world with only that wither-hearted wand in your hand. Let me give you some spells to aid you in battle. The first is the Restorative Incantation. Yeah. known as Healing Touch. Incantation, I think? Tidy, that's the most useful spell here. Tidy, that's the most useful spell there is for a wandering adventurer. Cuts, bruises, sprains, gashes, all gone in a jiffy with Healing Touch. Gee, you make it sound like I'm gonna get hurt an awful lot, Mr. Drippy. Next, I give you the gift of the Blazing Inferno, Fireball. Shoots a little ball of fire, that one does. Plant-based beasties flippin' hate fire, man. Even old Treyface here is scared of Fireball. Drippy, how dare you? You would never aim such a spell at me, would you, boy? Golly, of course not, old Father Oak. I received Fireball. Now, boy, you can press C at any time to open your spells. Okay. Well, a spell like Healing Touch can be used at any time. Fireball is meant primarily for in battle. That said, most unexpected spells can prove incomparatively useful given the right circumstances. Novel problems call for novel solutions after all. If you find yourself at something of a loss, I recommend that you go through your magical spell whenever you need to. Okay. You can now use spells menu.
Uh-oh!
Huh?
Spoiling for a fight, is it? Better give him what he wants, Ollie boy.
Huh? But what do I do?
Just think what you want him to do and he'll do it. It's as easy as falling off a log, man.
Okay. Just think what I want him to do. Here goes.
Okay. Right, Ollie boy, it's time to learn about fighting with familiars. First, I have to get back in. Okay. So,
Here goes!
choose George. Tidy, now let's send him into the fray, shall we? Okay. Oh yeah, see that circle on the top left there? That's your familiar's stamina. Okay. Shows how much longer they can fight for. The longer you keep him go, the shorter the stamina gauge you'll get. When it's empty, that means probably lad's so tired he can't fight anymore. Tragic, eh? So before that happens, you'll have to call him back for a bit to rest like. Oh, and there's something else about familiars you should know. There's a little mark here, sign. Yep, I see it. Come on, let me skip. Here we go. Sort of like a star sign, except there's only 4 of them. Okay. And like star signs, different ones get on better. You can use that to help you in battle. Next, let's talk about tricks. Their proper powerful ability is a bit like your spells. And just like spells, they cost magic points to use. You can see the cost written next to them. Okay, so this one's 10 MP. But what you got to remember is that you and your familiar share MP and HP. So if a familiar uses a trick, takes a big hit, it's your MP and HP that will suffer. Crikey, that's a long old lesson, eh? Right, let's finish with the top tip, shall we? A familiar stamina is always going down, so you'll need to swap him with him regularly. You can do that anytime you like by pressing Q. Okay? Now I'm gonna stop talking before I put us both to sleep. Thank you, Drippy. It's your turn to sing for your supper. Go on, boy back. Okay, come on, there we go. CP, HP. Let's see. Bang. There we go. Okay. So I also get him leveled up separately. Oliver reached level 3. George reached level 2. So now you know how to fight with a familiar, ain't it, Ollie boy? Do be a true contender. You'll need to learn when let your familiar loose, and when to take control of yourself. I'll do my best, Mr. Drippy. Oh, and when he's not fighting, the little fellow can be found taking it easy in the creature cage. In the creature cage, you can shower your faithful familiars with delicious treats. There are all kinds of treats to choose from. Some will improve their abilities, and there's other ones that can even teach them new tricks. Tidy. Feed the little lighters enough of what they fancy, and bonds of familiarity between you will grow, meaning you can boost their abilities even more. Careful not to stuff them too full of sweeties, though. They'll only end up getting full up. Admiration and moderation, that's the key. It's probably a lot to get your head around, but just remember, the creature cage is where you look after your familiars, and take it from there, ain't it? Creature cage, got it. Promise to look after them real well, Mr. Drippy. Creature cage is now accessible from the main menu. Oh, I almost forgot. I have something I want to ask you, your chunkiness. There's a guard down in Ding Dong Dell. He's broken-hearted, see? Broken-hearted, you say? Shadar's evil spreads still further. So, what will you be needing? That... Okay, I feel like I might have read that wrong. That we will, your okitude. There's quick you are. You've still got it, ain't you? Oh ho ho, patience, young Drippy. Of course I have. Let me see now. I know it's here somewhere. Crikey, you've not gone and lost it, have you? Lost it? Insolence. I put it safely away among my uppermost branches. It's just a little tangled up there, that's all. Ah, while I seek it out, I have a favor to ask of you. What? Did I mention we're in a flippin' hurry, didn't I? I haven't got time to go. Mr. Drippy, we should help old Father Oak. He's given us the spells, hasn't he? Didn't he? Ah, how very refreshing to meet such a responsible and honest young man. Alright, alright. I get the flippin' message. Go on. What is it you need for us for? Well, it's the guardian of the woods, you see. The guardian, eh? What's up with the old fellow? I'm afraid he's become rather unruly of late, and he's neglecting his duties. Well, 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 that's no good, is it? We'd better help sort him out, eh? The guardian sounds kinda tough. Do right he is. Way stronger than your average beastie. But you've got a familiar on your side now, man. You'll be fine. And beasties, if you're gonna take down Shadar, you can't back out of a bit of a light guardian bashing now, can you? Okay, I'll do it. How very kind of you. The guardian can be found in the deepest part of the wood, beyond the whispering waterfalls. I wish you luck. Okay. First spells, now familiars. You're turning into a proper wizard, ain't it, Ollie boy? Let's turn that so you can see Drippy. I guess I am, huh? Now then, why don't you take a closer look at your new mate, eh? How do I do that, Mr. Drippy? It's a piece of cake now, listen up, okay. You look in the main menu, you see friends and familiars. Okay. I'm kind of just scanning all this and kind of just skipping it. It's all just instructions. Okay. But that is going to be the end of this episode. So, the next episode, we're going to be taking on the Guardian of the Forest, which, I'll be honest, that sounds scary. And, yeah, we're going to be continuing on our quest to take down Shadar, and to cure the or to start off by curing the broken heart of the guy in Ding Dong Dell. So, for now, I want to thank you very much for watching this video, and hoping to start posting a lot more frequently. Okay, Drippy, you insist. Drippy's getting bored of all my ranting. So, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.